company. They're based out of California called National Tree. That is a television network QVC got to know years before they ever brought a product to us. The sound studio that I am broadcasting from right now, all of the plants that you see are from National Tree, because we don't have sunlight in a sound studio, but we still wanted it to look realistic. The fastest growing area in plant sales right now is in faux, because there's no work to be done. They look absolutely real. Topiaries are tough. They're, first of all, expensive to buy, and there's always maintenance. There's always work that has to be done. So these look very lifelike, and then you get the aspect of they do not fade outdoors. You can leave these out 365 days out of the year, but they are even more stunning when you bring them indoors. At $147.98, I think that is a very reasonable price, because I know what things like this usually go for, and that they can go for easily 25, 30, 40% more. Nick Antolik is another one of those people I consider a buddy. And in the 32 completed years that I've been a host at QVC, today is the day I'm starting my 33rd. It's people like Nick that are going to be the next generation of program hosts. It is good to see you. How are you, my friend?
Dan, I'm doing so great, and I'm thrilled to be here with you on the start of the 33rd.
People buy
I'm sitting here.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
People buy these in pairs.
Yeah.
And there's a reason for it. When you're flanking a doorway with these, they become the frame on the picture or the bookends, and it just is a very pleasant look. I also absolutely appreciate that they purposely did not make them perfect, because if they had, they wouldn't look real. Because topiaries are only a perfect sphere for about 3 minutes, and then they start to grow again.
Dan, that's exactly right. And you know, we present a lot of faux greenery out there, but for me, I want the plants that are the biggest bang for your buck, that wow factor, the statement piece beside any front door, but most importantly, the ones that are really hard to take care of. And that's exactly what you're getting here out of this tea leaf double topiary. This is a classic, beautiful design. This mini tea leaf is actually from it's a Chinese variety, so very difficult to grow. And this here would be about 4 or 5 years old. But there's a reason why they're so expensive in the nurseries, because think about the care and maintenance that has gone into making it look this perfect. Well, that lasts for about maybe a month or two, but then we come in, and whether it's underneath an overhang, not getting enough water, you're trimming it down, this is going to look that great all year round. And this is that National Tree difference, Dan. As I get in close here, this tea leaf, the mini tea leaf, almost looks like a boxwood in some ways, but notice how there's different color variation in there, stimulating that growth. So this is that National Tree difference for over 50 years, 3 generations. You mentioned it, movie sets, really high-end Christmas trees. This is their passion. This is what they do. And if it didn't look this real, like a Diamonique, it wouldn't work so well both outside and inside your home.
These are also sizable. These are 4 feet in height, as opposed to just something in a very small pot. By the way, the pot is weighted. Now, I can either put this into a different pot, or I could plant this in the ground and cover it with dirt. I could put it next to real plants, and you would have no idea at all that it's fake unless you touched it. But the difference in coloration and variation of shading is absolutely like the real plant itself, with zero maintenance. It actually saves you not just time, but it saves you money in the long run. Nick, more and more people are going to partially faux or all faux in their gardens, just so that they can enjoy their space without any of the work.
Well, now they can, because they look this real. And Dan, as I'm sitting on my back deck, I'm looking out at all the work that I normally do out in my backyard. But when it comes to this patio, this is what I want. I've got the overhang. It's 90 degrees today, and I don't have to worry about watering. I don't have to worry about trimming. I don't need to worry about these continuing to grow or not growing perfectly even around. I just get to enjoy the space. Now, you mentioned it. The National Tree difference is that right out of the box, this is going to come sit by your front porch. This is a weighted, so it's not going to blow over in the wind. There's drain holes in there. But if you want take that any pot that you have, drop it in there, instantly you can completely change the look. So when you think about faux, both indoors and maybe downstairs in the basement, or if you don't have a window, or maybe it's that statement piece that you just want that perfect size for it to look great all year round, that's what this is going to give you, because you mentioned it, UV tested, not going to fade in the sun. It completely stays still. You don't have to worry about water building up. You don't have to worry about deer eating it. Most importantly, though, you don't have to worry about trimming it, watering it, or taking care of it year after year after year.
Yeah, we tried live topiaries before, and they were expensive.
Me too.
And I got to tell you, I was really happy with the way they looked for a short period of time. But topiaries are like toddlers. They grow an inch every day. And if you don't rotate them, if they're up against the house, they don't get the sunlight, so one half the plant turns brown. So this is just a simpler way to go. They look great indoors as well. Nick, I say thank you for letting me say hello and to put you on the program. It is always good to work with you. Thank you.
Great seeing you, Dan.
My next item, actually this will be the last item of the show, will it not? I am really, really jazzed to be able to introduce you to a new guest and a new friend. You're going to meet Linda Votter, and she